Bon dia a tothom, benvinguts a la roda de premsa del tècnic de...
Hello everyone and welcome to press coverage of FC Barcelona head coach Xavi Hernández. We'll begin with Marc Braut.
Xavi, què tal? Bona tarda.
Says Xavi, good afternoon.
Demà tanqueu la primera volta, ja sabeu que sou campions d'hivern contra el Betis.
Tomorrow ends the first leg against Real Betis.
Per Copa d'Espanya, és veritat que demà jugueu al seu estadi, que vosaltres heu
They've been playing at their home,
la Lliga, però et serveix d'alguna cosa aquell partit?
but it's something you take away from the match in the Supercopa de España.
Però també
They could play as a reference for this match. Says, yeah, it's useful for us, that match. Pellegrini is a coach that changes his strategy very infrequently, and they work really well. The team's where it is. It's a team with a lot of talent. It's a team that's difficult to face. It's one of the best teams in the league. With the ball and without the ball, they do things really, really well. They've got players that can make a lot of difference. Jorge Iglesias, Cahill. And he's done a great job since he's taken control of the team. It was very difficult in the semi-final of the Super Cup, and tomorrow will be difficult as well. We have to try and impose our way of having the ball. That's going to be key. It's very important tomorrow that we can maintain possession, keep attacking, keep pressing. Because if not, it's an opposition that could push us back and can make things very difficult for us. It's going to be a complicated match tomorrow.
Xavi, Ramon Salmorri de Catalunya Ràdio. Demà és un dia de partit important.
Tomorrow's
Un dia de tancament de mercat en aquest sentit.
an important match tomorrow. Today is the day that we close the market. What's your priority? And how, are you optimistic about these last few hours? He says, well, we're in a situation that depends a lot on fair play once again. It could be that the departure of Hector, he wants to leave to try and find somewhere to play more, which I understand. I want to thank him for everything. He's always been there, involved. He's always played really well for the team, and now he wants to leave. And with the departure of the retirement of Gerrard, the departure of Memphis, and the departure of Hector, we can try and get some reinforcements for the team. Who could there be? It's a difficult market. Today's the last day. We've only got a few hours left, but we'll evaluate what we can do. But it'd be good to get some new signings.
Hola, Xavi, Marta Ramon, en directe a RAC1. Un jutjat li ha donat la raó al Barça i
A judge has given
les mesures que
Barça the
reclamava el club per poder inscriure Gavi, amb tots els efectes, jugador del primer equip avui mateix. Com
Barça have been able. They're saying that Barça should be able to sign Gavi to the first team. What's
la Lliga reconegués que Gavi podia ser inscrit avui.
the feeling around that? He says, I don't know. I'm not fully aware of all of this. It's great news for us to be able to register Gavi. It's one of the objectives that we set out for this market. And the way that he plays. It's good for us against the league that the judge has given us approval for this. I'm happy for Gavi. We hope that we're able to register him. So it's great news for us and for Gavi.
Hola, Xavi. Bon dia.
Hola, bon dia.
Adrià Albeig, en directe pel Que t'hi jugues a Ser Catalunya. Aquesta mateixa sentència del jutge sobre el tema de Gavi i la inscripció a la Lliga també diu que si el Barça no l'inscriu abans del 30 de juny, el jugador pot marxar gratis.
There's also the reminder that from the judge that if Barca can't register him before the 30th of June, he could leave for free. This is the first priority, is obviously such important players like Gavi is have them assured with us. That should be obvious. Whether we can register him or not, that's very important news for us. Don't see Gavi wanting to make any changes, if I'm very honest. He's 18 years old, he's very happy here, he's playing really well. I think he's really, really happy in Barca, and I don't imagine that he'd want to leave.
España. Bon día, Xavi.
Bon día.
Hablamos ahora del tema Gavi, pero también hay otros jugadores.
We've talked about Gavi, but other players like Balde, Araujo, who also are waiting, registering. Don't know if the first priority is Gavi or is registering the other players.
Con Gavi, entiendes que puede haber un cierto temor entre comillas del.
Do you think there could be a worry for him for them not thinking they're completely signed as first-team players. Yeah, they could be obvious from the outside, but from the inside, Gavi, Ronald, Balde, they were very happy. They're culés. It's logical that it's a priority for us to try and register them and have them 100% as.
Hola Xavi, Elena Condis de la cadena COPE. Amrabat es un nombre que suena, ¿a ti te gusta?
Amrabat is a name that's been banded around. Do you like him as a midfielder? It's just, yeah, the players aren't in this team. I can't talk about them, and I feel bad about it, but I don't want to talk about them. I think he's a good player, and that's it.
Segura de Radio Marca. Con todas las salidas que ha habido ahora con
Just with all the departures, now with Hector.
Tú tienes 5 como tal en la plantilla con Sergi Roberto.
Team plays with 4 midfielders. You've got 5, 6. The injury with Usman.
Con la salida de Memphis hay un futbolista menos. ¿Crees que
with Memphis as well, there's 1 player less on the wing, and the injury of Dembélé. Do you think there's any areas of the squad that aren't balanced? It's as well, despite having these 3 are out one way or another, it's something that's fine. It's logical is that we don't need anyone, but with the departure of Hector, maybe we do. But I think the squad's very competitive. I'm very happy with the squad that we've got right now.
Buenas tardes, mister.
Buenas tardes.
Se ha hablado de muchas posiciones.
A lot of positions have been talking about. One to substitute Dembélé, one that could score goals and replace Lewandowski, one that could replace Memphis. Since you're talking about Amrabat, that's a midfielder. What do you think is needed to strengthen the team? It's just, like I said, in theory, nothing. Whoever comes, they need to strengthen the team truly. We don't need to sign anyone for the sake of signing someone in a hurry. If there's a great alternative, then perfect. But if not, we're fine.
As
we don't need absolutely anybody, if there's an opportunity and that fair play allows us to sign, then great. But if not, then we're fine.
Hola, Xavi, bon dia. Francesc
Hola, bon dia.
TV3, amb la lesió de l'Usman, presumiblement ara tindrà més minuts o serà més protagonista Rafinha.
With the injury of Usman, maybe we'll see Rafinha get more minutes. What do you think he could do in the second half of the season? Just like the team in general, they need to create more opportunities in attack, be braver, take more risks, be more decisive, not just Rafa, be more decisive in the final third. That's what we were missing a little bit against Girona. It was a solid match, but we generated less opportunities on goal than normal. So we need a bit more brave acting, passing the ball, pushing forward. We're missing that in general, not just Rafa, the whole team. Rafa's very important. I've got a lot of confidence in him. I've got a lot of faith that he'll continue to make a difference. He's a player that I think, if I'm not mistaken, has scored 4 goals and made 8 assists. They're not bad numbers at all, and he continues with that confidence that we've got in him.
Hola Xavi, Albert Roger de Relevo. Hemos visto en el entrenamiento de hoy a
As we saw Lamine Yamal in training today, is that an option that you're thinking about toward the end of the season, but do you think it's too soon for him? He says, no, not yet. He came to train because we wanted to see him. Hector's not trained with the team, and we needed a player, and we called him last minute. But that was it. In theory, he won't be called up.
Hola Xavi, Ferran Martínez de Mundo Deportivo. Fa 2-3 dies...
A few days ago, it seemed impossible to sign anybody because fair play didn't allow it. And now there's been a U-turn. It seems there's space and opportunity. How do you interpret that, and how does it allow you to plan these signings? I said it, I'm not very on top of the market. I'm more on top of Betis tomorrow, how we'll attack, how we'll defend. We talk a lot about the market, but tomorrow we've got a match where we could all get 8 points ahead of the second position in the league and keep racking up more victories. That's what worries me most and what I'm most involved in. Yes, there's a market. There could be a new signing, Is there an opportunity within fair play to do that? Yeah, but I've said it many times. You've asked me a lot about the squad. I'm very happy with the squad. And even then, if we don't sign anybody, then that's fine. I could use players from the reserves, players from the under-19 squad. I've got no worries about the squad.
Volia preguntar-te per Ansu Fati.
I want to ask you about Ansu Fati. Are you satisfied with the performance that he's given these last few matches as a starting 11 player?
I com s'explica que sigui un jugador tan interessant
And how can you explain that he's such an interesting player when he's not playing quite as well? He's played matches that were really difficult, the Metropolitano, Getafe at home, Girona away, oppositions that are very defensive, very strong at the centre-backs. But the other day he played a great match. And he did great work, putting in a high press to recover the ball. He created a lot of opportunities in the press as well because he had 100% intensity, and that's really positive. We see Ansu again with a tremendous intensity, and he'll keep working things. I haven't got no doubt.
Aquí. Hola, Xavi, el Bernal del diari Ara. Hola. Per confirmar el temps de baixa estimat de Dembélé.
What's the approximate time that Dembélé will be out? A month and a half? A bit more, a bit less?
Us moveu. Gràcies.
No ho sabem.
We don't know. It's an injury which is in a muscle that's difficult to prevent. Depending on how the muscle recovers and the feeling that he has, if I'm being completely honest. A lot of injuries where you can say, yeah, I'm sure that'll be 3 months, like Ronald Araujo with the last one. But with it being muscular in a difficult area, it's difficult to... It'll depend a lot on his feelings.
Ivan San Antonio.
Sí. Hola, Ivan San Antonio del diari Sport. Hola. El 2005,
in 2005,
president de la Lliga, va fer tot el possible i en part ho va aconseguir perquè el Barça no pogués inscriure a Messi.
The president of the league did everything possible so that Barça couldn't register Messi. Now it seems they're trying to do the same with Gavi. Do you think there's something special about this for Barça? I don't know. It's a question you should ask to them. When he has a press conference, you could ask him. I don't know. I meet him very infrequently. I've spoken with him just a couple of times. I said hello, and that's about it. I've got no personal relationship with him.
Sí, Xavi, buen día. Josep Soldado para Jugones de la Sexta. Quedan menos de 12 horas para cerrar el mercado.
In less than 12 hours, the market closes.
¿Habrá un fichaje, crees, por lo que te dicen?
Could be a signing. Just right now, no.
No hay ninguna novedad.
He says there's no news. He says I left the dressing room, and this is in theory there's no news. The only news is that Hector has asked us to leave, to be able to play more and participate more, and we've given him the green light. We understand that he's a great guy, and that's the only news we've got right now.
Hola Xavi, Albert Hernández de Televisión Española. Ahora que se ha confirmado que la lesión muscular de Dembélé.
Now you've confirmed the muscular injury of Dembélé. What's the injury affect the plans for the team? It's a difficult moment in the season. It's a difficult moment for him. He was in a great amount of confidence. He played a lot, really well in attack. Very important in defence as well. It's a difficult injury to cover, but between us all, we'll make sure we don't see that. I think there are players that play excessively well in midfield and on the wing that we can be covering with in these conditions.
Hola, Xavi.
Hola.
Ibañez de Mediaset, buen día.
Buen día.
Viendo lo que ha pasado con este tema de Gavi, también con el mercado, pero centrándose en lo de Gavi, que tenga que ser el Tribunal Superior de Justicia de Cataluña el que dé ese visto bueno a que se tenga que... ¿Te hace pensar mal en algo? O...
Having to go to trial to be able to register Gavi, does it make you think bad about anything?
No lo sé, la verdad.
I don't know.
De leyes ya he dicho que soy muy flojo de leyes. Muy flojo.
The law, like I said, I'm not really up to speed with them.
Y me dicen, podemos Parece que podemos inscribir a Gavi, perdón.
Seems we can register Gavi. It's great, phenomenal, great news for us and for him. Because it was an objective of this market.
Nada más.
And that's it.
Hola Xavi, Juli Claramunt en directe al Twitch de Gigantes. Últimes hores de mercat, no sé com...
In the last hours of the market,
tenir aquesta sensació de que poden passar coses fins l'últim...
what are your feelings, and you think something could happen right down to the very last minute, or will you chill for the afternoon and not worry about things happening?
Sí, com que jo ja pensava que no incorporaríem a ningú, doncs tranquil.
I thought we weren't going to sign anyone, so I'm calm, because at the end of the day, if someone could come today, tomorrow they won't play. So I'm focusing on motivating my players tomorrow for the match. It will be a difficult match and a difficult pitch, and I'm not really focusing too much on the market, that's for sure.
Just darrere, Ricardo.
Hola Xavi, Ricardo Rossetti para el Golazo de Golplay. Siempre te hemos escuchado decir que tu objetivo era que ganase y que jugase bien.
So the objective is that the team wins and they play well. The team is winning, the numbers are there. What do you think about how they're playing? Are you worried about the team not quite playing well enough or not being quite determined enough in the matches? He says, well, if we take the last 6-7 matches, says, I think we've played really well in 4. And the other 2, we've not been as good as we could have been. And even like that, football's got its things. The day of Espanyol, I think we did play a really good match and we drew. And the day against Girona, we didn't play very well in attack and we won 1-0. There are these things. Our objective is to play well and win matches. That's our objective. We're not going to hide it. Our model of play is to attack the ball, have control of the ball, try and get forward, create opportunities and win the matches. But you can't always achieve that. Football House has this way of being where it's an amazing match, you don't win. So we just have to try and focus on the match in the Supercopa, the 3-1 against Real Madrid, which was an amazing match. And our objective is to always play and win that, being a lot more superior than the opposition. But football is a lot of things. A lot of people work really hard. There are a lot of things that have been worked on in attack, in strategy, and everything balances itself out. We keep seeing teams that are great teams that are not doing so well. Liverpool, Bayern is struggling to win. Juve, Inter, all these teams, it's difficult to win. Everything's very tight. Now, there's not that superiority of one team over another. That doesn't exist. That football's different now.
Hola Xavi, Aurora Fuster per a Principal.cat. Volia preguntar-te si guanyar demà contra el Betis...
If we win tomorrow...
donat que el Madrid va empatar contra la Real i fer-li també una mica de pressió per al partit que...
When tomorrow is that a crew in the league? Says, yeah, now in every match. We play every 3-4 days. It's a final. Barca's like that. Tomorrow is another final. We need to go out with the intensity, with the attitude like we did against Girona, and play slightly better in attack, create more. Against Girona, but we certainly didn't play a bad match in
Torre, se había hablado de que quizá podía salir cedido hasta subirlo quizá al primer equipo o que salga cedido.
Sí, con Pablo no cambia nada.
With Pablo Torre, nothing changes. He's a first-team player, but he's got this possibility of playing in the reserves team when he doesn't participate a lot with us, and he will do that. That's what we agreed when he signed, and nothing will change. But I don't want him to leave on loan. I think we could use him in a lot of moments. Never quite closed the match. We never quite put the match to bed.
Resultados ajustados, ya que estos partidos que se ganan por 1-0 por la
punch attack, have more things in attack. I think the press against the loss of the ball is brilliant. The defense be self-critical. We need to know where we need to improve and know where we are at the excellent level to maintain it. So we have to be self-critical and demanding on ourselves to be able to keep winning and keep achieving things, but it's something that's very difficult to do.
¿Qué tal, Xavi? Bona tarda, Guillem.
He says, well, in the case of
you
need to have a lot of things, and it's not easy to play in Barcelona.
Hola, Xavi, què tal? Bona tarda.
Bona tarda.
Sebastià per l'agència F. Heu disputat ja els partits com a visitant contra l'Atlético, el Real Madrid...
Match tomorrow away against Real Betis. Yeah, it's a very difficult match to play away. It's a stadium where it's always difficult to win points.
La segona plaça matemàtica. Bé.
Which is where we took Champions League, but it's difficult.
Que costarà moltíssim, que el Betis és un equip que et pot dominar, que
play, they can dominate us in the play. It'll be more complicated at the season.
El diari El País. M'agradaria preguntar-te per Lucas Roman. L'altre dia va estar entrenant amb el primer equip. És un jugador de 20 anys que va arribar...
With the first, what do you think about him? And if you think he could make a first-team debut. He says, yeah, he came to train with us. He's only just arrived.
Cada área desde que llegó al Barça. Te quería preguntar qué importante es que un jugador como él.
She's asking how important a midfielder like Pedri is.
Sí, es importante y además
it's very important. And we ask him, and all the midfielders, a lot of time that they need to interfere with the forward, with Robert. And Pedri has scored several goals that have been quite. He's very able to get forward, score goals, but so is Gavi, Frank. Tomorrow, we will announce the players called up.